6:30 they knocked the gate.
Then siku moja ndio akakuja jioni na watu wengine.
Nilitafuta usaidizi nikakosa.
Ndio akatuambia my dad wamempata kwa mochari.
He was a friend of my family.
Ya, tulishangaa lakini
wakati huo magari ilikuwa kwa strike.
Kwa ananipenda sana.
Kwetu Ushago, my brother akuja Jumamosi tuende tukamtafute.
Hatukuweza kusoma vizuri.
One of our colleagues had died.
Nione kagarau kama watasema kitu.
I do not know. I do not know.
Lakini hakuna mtu alikuwa anataka kuniambia.
People are adjusting to new way of doing things.
Hiyo maneno ilikuwa gumu.
God is life.
Kuwa na hofu sana.
God created you so that you can depend on him.
19 years ago, the body of Dismas Maina Muthungu was discovered in a cell in Juja. Police at the time said Maina had committed suicide. This happened as police investigators drawn from Nairobi were trying to get to the bottom of the killing of a civic leader a month earlier. Casefiles, the mayor's driver, starts now. On the second week of June 1999, Ruiru Municipal Council woke up with the shocking news of a murder of one of their own. Charles Maina Wanjuguna, a popular, outspoken civic leader, had been shot dead the previous night. A gang of about 8 people had waylaid the civic leader as he drove home at night in the company of his daughter Njeri. The gang frog-marched him into his house, later had him dragged out and shot at point-blank range. Before leaving, the gang drove a 6-inch nail through his skull. The gang will later make away with over 40,000 shillings, leaving behind a horrified daughter and a dead father. Wanjuguna was a front-runner of the upcoming mayoral elections in the most popular Ruiru Municipal Council elections at the time. The council was doing away with the position of the chairman of the county council and in its place, the new position of the mayor. On the first week of July 1999, police officers conducted a swap of will-be suspects into the murder. A total of 12 people were arrested. The new mayor Stanley Njoroge's deputy, 4 councillors and other civic officials were arrested as police came under pressure to get to the bottom of the civic leader's murder. The killing of the civic leader sparked off rumors of a plot by some council officials of eliminating the powerful politician who had cut an image of human rights defender of the residents of Mihako town where he had put up residence. On the morning of the 30th day of June 1999, the former mayor says a driver assigned to him showed up at his residence in the company of the police.
It is Dismas who police used to come and arrest me from my house. I don't know where they got him, but at 6:30 they knocked the gate. They came together, but he did not leave the vehicle. The police said there is something they wanted me to do for them in my office, and they wanted me to accompany them, so I accompanied them but when it got to Roiro, they diverted it to the police station, and they told me to take off my personal effects. That's when I knew I was being arrested.
Dismas Maina Mudhungu had been employed 3 years earlier. Dismas, just like his boss, had been arrested by the dreaded Flying Squad crack unit at the time, based in Nairobi. The killing of the civic leader had caught the attention of the ruling party KANU. The widow told Casefiles she got news of the husband's arrest the very day he was arrested.
Nikaona niende Nairobi nione my sister. Anieleze vile tutaweza saidiana kumtafuta. Sasa wakati huo magari ilikuwa kwa strike, matatu. Kwani kusafiri kulikuwa na shida. Sasa hata sio hiyo siku tukasema tutasaidiana, lakini hatujui tutaanza wapi.
Susan, Maina's youngest daughter in class 4 at the time, says she noticed the mother was away most of the time, which was unusual.
Nikasikia mama hakutuambia, lakini nilikuwa nasikia akisema my dad ameshikwa. So after anaamka asubuhi anaenda, akikuja jioni tunamuuliza kama amempata, anatuambia hajamuona.
For 3 days, the family made frantic efforts to locate the driver. On the 3rd day of July 1999, 1 month after the murder of Charles Maina Wanjiguna, the widow says she was informed that the husband had killed himself.
Tukiwa tu hapo Ruiru nagoja brother yangu tuende na kijana mwingine. Ndio tukaona kwa gazeti. Sasa kusoma paragraph ya pili kuwa vile wanasema nimejiua, na hiyo maneno ilikuwa gumu. Hivyo ndivyo nilijua ati hayuko hai.
For the class 4 pupil at the time, the thought of a man she had called father not coming home was too much to bear. But the father was not coming home. In a hurried media briefing, the National Police Service informed the public that Dismas Maina Mudhungu had committed suicide while being locked up in a cell. The police department told the suspicious public that the man used one of his socks and a shoelace to hang himself. Dismas Maina's body was moved to the city mortuary as the rest of the civic leaders implicated in the murder were arraigned in court to formally face charges of murdering Charles Maina Wanjiguna. In a trial that lasted close to 5 years, the name of the slain driver did not feature in the lengthy trial. The trial, the defense counsel for the accused termed a fishing expedition. The prosecution had relied heavily on the evidence of Wanjiguna's daughter Njeri, who says she witnessed 2 of the killers take the life of her father. Njeri told the court one of the killers was tall, broad-faced, and had big ears. The prosecution had charged that the 12 had planned to murder the civic leader, and the evil plan was mooted in a hotel in Kasarani before it was executed.
When he was murdered, I felt that I have lost a friend. And I conducted a prayer, which we could get it even from the minutes. When we went for the full council meeting, I was the one who conducted the prayers. And I asked God for those who did the killing or were the ones who murdered him to be brought to book, because I felt that I've lost somebody. We did all we could as a council to raise money, and we visited the home, and we gave a check of 100,000. Me being the chairman of finance at the time, I'm the one who presented the check to the family for the arrangement of the burial.
Kea, among those charged with the murder of the civic leader, says Dismas was not the only suspect who died in the hands of the police. Only 2 suspects out of the 12 arrested for the murder of Wanjuguna were fingered by Njeri, Wanjuguna's daughter. The prosecution had failed to establish a motive, let alone a case, against the accused. The trial collapsed, but with it came the mysterious killing of 2 people. Casefiles takes a short break.